Imagine a world stripped bare, a world of hunger, exhaustion, and relentless despair, a world where your very identity is under attack. But even in the darkest corners, a spark can ignite, a spark of defiance, of resilience, of the human spirit refusing to be extinguished. This is the story of Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, and his search for meaning in the depths of human suffering. His book, Man's Search for Meaning, is a testament to the incredible power of the human will. This isn't just a memoir. It's a testament to the enduring power of hope and the human capacity to find meaning in the face of unimaginable suffering. Frankl, a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, shares his experiences in Nazi concentration camps and the psychological insights he gleaned from that darkness. Part 1. A Life Appended from Therapist to Prisoner. Before we delve into the horrors of the camps, let's get to know Viktor Frankl himself. A brilliant Viennese psychiatrist and neurologist, Frankl developed a therapeutic approach called logotherapy. It focused on helping individuals find meaning in life, even in the face of hardship. Frankl's world, like the world of millions, was shattered by the rise of Nazism. Deprived of his freedom and his practice, Frankl found himself imprisoned in a series of concentration camps, including the infamous Auschwitz. Part 2. Life in the camps, stripped bare but not broken. Imagine a world where everything is stripped away, your possessions, your loved ones, even your identity. This was the brutal reality of the concentration camps. Frankl describes the dehumanizing routines, the constant threat of violence, and the psychological torment inflicted on prisoners. A descent into dehumanization. Beyond the physical hardships, Frankl delves into the psychological torment inflicted on prisoners. The Nazis aimed to strip them of their identity, dignity, and even their sense of self. This section could explore sensory deprivation and sleep deprivation, how these tactics were used to break down prisoners' mental defenses, loss of control and predictability. The constant threat of violence and uncertainty created immense psychological stress. Shame and humiliation. Public humiliation rituals and forced labor further destroyed prisoners' self-worth. While the camps aimed to crush the human spirit, Frankl observed acts of defiance and the will to live persisting. This section could explore acts of compassion, prisoners helping each other, sharing food, and offering words of encouragement. Spiritual resilience, finding solace in prayer, meditation, or clinging to religious faith. The power of humor, jokes and gallows humor as a way to maintain sanity and defy the oppressive atmosphere. Part 3. The power of why, finding meaning in the abyss. What made the difference between those who succumbed to despair and those who clung to hope? Frankl argued that it wasn't about physical comfort or external circumstances. It was about finding meaning, a reason to live. For some, it was the responsibility towards loved ones, a longing to see them again. For others, it was a creative pursuit, writing poetry, composing music in their minds. Even the smallest act of defiance, a silent prayer, could become a source of meaning. Part 4. The last of human freedoms, choosing your attitude. One of Frankl's most powerful insights is the idea that even in the most dire circumstances, there remains one freedom, the freedom to choose our attitude. We can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. Frankl witnessed prisoners giving up hope, losing the will to live. However, he also saw acts of compassion, selflessness, and humor that defied the brutality around them. These choices, these acts of defiance, became their source of power. Part 5. Beyond the camps, living with the scars. The liberation of the camps did not mark the end of Frankl's journey. He grappled with survivors' guilt, the loss of loved ones, and the memories of the horrors he witnessed. Yet, he didn't allow his experiences to define him. Frankl dedicated his life to sharing his insights, helping others find meaning in their own struggles. Man's search for meaning became a beacon of hope, inspiring millions around the world. Part 6. The Legacy of Logotherapy. Frankl's impact extended far beyond his personal story. Logotherapy, the therapeutic approach he developed, continues to be used by psychologists and counselors today. This section could explore core principles of logotherapy, the importance of finding meaning, responsibility, and personal growth. Applications of logotherapy, helping people cope with loss, trauma, and chronic illness. Frankl's influence on psychology, his contributions to the field of existential psychology. Adding short interview clips with experts can provide additional depth and credibility. You could interview a psychologist specializing in trauma, discuss the psychological impact of concentration camps and coping mechanisms. A logotherapist, explain the core principles of logotherapy and its applications. A Holocaust survivor, if possible, offer a first-hand perspective on Frankl's ideas and their relevance today. Viktor Frankl's story is not just about surviving the Holocaust. It's about the enduring power of the human spirit. It reminds us that no matter how difficult things may seem, there's always a spark of hope, a reason to keep going. We can choose to find meaning in our lives, even amidst the darkest of times. Man's search for meaning isn't an easy read, but it's a necessary one. It challenges us to confront the depths of human cruelty, but also uplifts us with the resilience of the human spirit. Here are some ways you can incorporate Frankl's ideas into your own life. Reflect on your why. What gives your life meaning? What are you passionate about? Take some time to reflect on these questions and identify your own sources of purpose. Practice gratitude. Even in difficult times, there's always something to be grateful for. Focus on the positive aspects of your life, big or small. Focus on what you can control. We can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control our response. Choose your attitude and focus on the things you can influence. Help others. Frankl found meaning in helping others. Look for ways to contribute to something bigger than yourself, even in small ways. Let us know in the comments below what resonated most with you from Man's Search for Meaning. Thanks for listening. If you found this summary valuable, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more.